Between now and then, the SEC maintains unscrupulous practices in order to torture Ripple for as long as possible. What is their most recent action? And will it aid them in winning the case? To discover out, watch the video until the conclusion. But first, at the end of the month, we'll give away $25 to one lucky subscriber to help them get started with XRP. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on XRP. Greetings, XRP Army. According to newly filed court filings, the Securities and Exchange Commission is now demanding that the court allow a 2-month extension to the discovery phase of its action against Ripple as both parties are expected to present relevant information and evidence to the court for consideration during the discovery phase of a judicial process. To be more explicit, the SEC wants to move the deadline for expert discovery from November 12, 2018 to January 14, 2019, up from November 12, 2018. According to the agency, this delay will give it enough time to produce rebuttal reports and depose at least 14 expert witnesses. This postponement, in the regulator's opinion, will have no effect on any of the other scheduled dates in the case. Do you agree that the SEC delay is incorrect? If so, be sure to like this video. The following is an excerpt from their letter. To Judge Torres, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC respectfully requests that the court extend the expert rebuttal report deadline to November 12, 2021, and the expert discovery deadline from November 12, 2021 to January 14, 2022, to allow the parties sufficient time to prepare rebuttal reports and depose a minimum of 14 expert witnesses. In accordance with Rule I-C of this court's individual practices, the SEC proposed extension would complete expert discovery as to Ripple within 11 months of the amended complaints filing and within approximately 10 months of Ripple's answer in this case alleging that defendant Ripple Labs, Inc., Ripple, together with individual defendants Bradley Garlinghouse, and Christian Larson, made over $1 billion in unlawfully unregistered securities offerings. Ripple agrees to a November 12 extension of the rebuttal report date, but opposes the January 14 deposition deadline, as set forth below. Despite the fact that the SEC v. Ripple case may be extended again, this time for a possible summary judgment, Mr. Hogan was sure that the matter was nearing its conclusion. It was a really unusual request, Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty said of the Securities and Exchange Commission's request. Every litigator will tell you that it is always the defendant, never the plaintiff, who requests a stay of proceedings. Why would any plaintiff, let alone one with unlimited funds, use the delay tactic? The blockchain firm appears to feel that granting an extension will disrupt the briefing timetable for the summary judgment motion, causing the litigation to last longer than necessary. As an illustration of how swiftly the XRP community replied to the SEC request to intervene in the case, Twitter user at XRP Moon or Bus referred to Judge Anna Torres' order denying the XRP holders' desire to intervene in the case, while granting the amicus curiae status. Jeremy Hogan, an XRP supporter, also commented on the proposal. What is evident from this move to extend discovery for another 2 months is that the SEC initiated this $1.4 billion lawsuit without planning to prosecute it. If the judge agrees, the key elements of the case will not be settled until March-May of 22. Observation: if you believe Ripple will win the case, join the XRP Army. Without having seen Ripple's response, my gut feeling is that the court splits the infant and gives expert discovery an extra month. Judges never want an appellate court to consider a case's lack of due process grounds, he continued. The SEC v. Ripple litigation is currently on the verge of being extended yet again, this time for the purpose of a prospective summary judgment extension. Mr. Hogan stated in his statement that the action will most likely be concluded in the first half of 2022, or at the very least by the summer. The case will be resolved by the end of the summer. At the latest, an appeal may take 9-12 months to resolve, but while the appeal is pending, the trial judge's decision is the law. The SEC requests the extension because expert discovery has begun with an inadequate factual record, and as a result of the deficient factual record, the case is even less prepared for summary judgment motions than it was prior to the extension. First, on September 1, 2021, Magistrate Judge Netburn granted the SEC motion to compel Ripple to produce specific instant conversations among its workers, but Ripple has yet to finish its provision of responsive records and has provided no timeframe for completion. Political pressure and criticism of the SEC are also increasing. Several Republican Securities and Exchange Commission members have criticized the agency's approach to regulating the cryptocurrency business, which Chairman Gary Gensler, a Democrat, compared to the Wild West in his remarks. Hester Peirce, one of the 2 Republicans on this 5-member panel, argued in a statement released on Wednesday that the agency should make a better effort to interact with cryptocurrency companies in order to draft legislation that they can comply with. I believe it's safe to expect that cryptocurrency will expand in scale, Ms. Peirce said at the Wall Street Journal's Tech Live conference. And so, I believe that what we can do today to invest in constructing an acceptable framework will pay off in the long run. Do you believe politicians will intervene to block the SEC actions? Please let us know in the comments section below. Mr. Gensler was appointed to the SEC by President Donald Trump after his predecessor, Republican Jay Clayton, stated that most cryptocurrencies are likely to satisfy the definition of a security and, as such, should be subject to SEC rules. One effect of this is that online trading platforms that allow private individuals to buy and sell cryptocurrencies would have to register with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Mr. Trump appointed Ms. Pearce to his executive team, stating that the process of complying with SEC standards is tremendously complex and time-consuming for startup businesses to manage. Financial authorities throughout the world are scrambling to develop digital currencies, and many are wondering, who has the skills to do so? Regulators are highly conservative for a reason, she explained. We will not be blamed if anything is not approved. Nevertheless, if something is approved and something goes wrong, we will be blamed. However, for smaller businesses, this hesitancy is extremely costly. Aside from that, Ms. Pearce reiterated cryptocurrency investors and some Republican politicians' concerns about the SEC's unwillingness to provide further direction on which types of cryptocurrency should be considered outside of the agency's jurisdiction. According to Ms. Pearce, the agency's approach is motivated by a desire to broaden the scope of its own regulatory jurisdiction. The mounting political criticism may indicate that the SEC operations may be curtailed by legislators soon. What are your thoughts on the SEC lawsuit delay? Do you believe it will help the SEC win the case? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to learn more about XRP, there are 2 films waiting for you on the final screen. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Look forward to seeing you in the future video. Please keep in mind that cryptocurrency prices change rapidly, so by the time you see this video, it may have changed to a completely different value. The information in this video does not represent investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other type of advice, and you should not take any of it as such. The information in this video is provided solely for educational purposes and should not be construed as financial advice. Before making any investing decisions, do your homework and consult with a financial expert.